Hi, my name's Shelly Nettesheim. I'm a committee member of the Antelope Island Balloon and Kite Stampede. We're getting ready to take off with one of our sponsors for the event up here at Park City, beautiful Park City. Skies are open and blue, and we're getting ready to go up with our balloonist, Kent Barnes.
Now the big difference between this and what you've got at home for, let's say, your barbecue is that your barbecue is feeding vapor off the top of the tank up to the burners. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing liquid propane through these coils at the top to preheat it. And so when it comes out these jets down here, right in here, it's going to be all preheated so it'll flash from liquid to vapor. And that's what allows us to put up so much heat. So if you take the cap off. Now next comes Shelly's favorite part. We're going to test burn. Oh. So if you can grab right there, we're just going to stand this up.
Right there, huh? It's like a dragster. Yeah. Well, it looks pretty green. Let's start a prairie fire.
What we're looking at is how much pressure have we got in the tanks, because with any fuel, what makes a difference is how fast you can feed the fuel to the point of combustion. And we're sitting at about 140, 150 pounds. Okay, so the pilot lights are lit now. You want to pull them, Shelly?
Together?
One at a time.
Okay.
The other side. Then both at the same time. Yeah. So we could crispy critter some hot dogs pretty quick.
You ever do that while you're flying? Just put a big stick up?
No, I've usually got other things on my mind at that point. Okay, then after we've test burned it, we just flood it with liquid to cool the burners, so as we lay it back down, they won't be hot. So if we brush up against them, it's no problem. Okay, so right now we've got the bottom end all ready to go. Today we'll have about 45 gallons of fuel on board, which at this altitude, this time of year, and this temperature, should give us about an hour 45 or so, depending on how much we climb. So we're gonna lay this back down. If I get somebody to get that big fan out, that's what we'll need next. Now we're going to hook up the bottom end. And I know it's in here someplace. There's part of it. There we go. That's good, right there.
How big is this?
This envelope is 90,000 cubic feet.
So like 20 feet across, 25, 30?
From the bottom of the basket to the top's about 70 feet, really? And width is about 60.
Oh, is it?
And you'll notice it'll breathe a little bit as we put air into it.
Yeah.
You can see it's pretty lightweight. Okay. Now, what we're going to do next is we'll hook up the bottom end and do a couple of safety checks, and then we'll start the fan. And we'll fill the envelope full of cold air with the fan until it starts to get its shape. And it'll get about 70% or so of its shape. And when it's got its shape, there's a line that goes from the top that will have somebody holding on to, so whoever wants a ride, is that a good way to describe it? They'll be out there trying to hold the top down. I'll be down here at the burners trying to get it to go up. You'll lose, but don't lose easily. You really got to fight it. You really got to hold the top down because we want it to come up nice and easy. If you let it come up too fast, the throat will cave in, and then we run a risk of burning the material. So you're really going to have to fight it tremendously.
One man hold the rope thing, right?
You can do two if you want.
Okay.
I keep him down here with me, and he can be in the handles with me when we stand it up. So can I have you hold that one for me? Just hold it. Now on this system, what the attachments between the envelope and the basket are stainless steel suspension lines coming down to these A blocks. So everything is all set. And with most things on this balloon, everything's got these pins. Like I can't pull a pin out unless I push the safety in. But on top of that, then we also put a safety washer on top. So it's almost impossible to get it to come loose. So, Bruce, it's right, Bruce? Okay, I want you right behind me right here. And I want you to hold all those for me. All right. All right. Now this balloon's actually going to the shop today to have.
That's interesting. Jeez, thanks for sharing that.
Well, the good news is what we're going to do is sew some more Velcro on it so we can support banners on both sides of the envelope.
Okay, so it's for
It's for those
Cosmetic.
yeah.
it's for those sponsors that want
Yeah.
things, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start the fan. Can I ask you to just stay with the fan? I want everybody to come over here and see this on the fan. The fan is the only dangerous thing on the ground. And I want everybody to see where the off switch is right here. Okay? And it's labeled on and off. If you see the fan do anything that you don't like, don't ask for permission, don't wait for permission, just come over and turn the fan off. Okay? Nothing bad will happen if you turn the fan off. Absolutely nothing. See, he's starting to go cold right there. All that'll happen is it'll just lay back down. It'll be just fine. And Bruce, I'll take you and you to the top with me. Shelley, if you and him can hold the mouth open. Okay. So we'll start the fan. You hold the mouth open. Just lift it up so the air can get inside the envelope. And you and I'll start the fan. Okay, we'll set the choke. I want to turn it on. And it's a Honda, so it starts first time every time. Okay, now just grab a handle. Grab a handle. Let's see, how are we doing? Okay. We just want to go nice and slow. Speed is not important here. And when we get to the top, there's going to be a big hole in the top we've got to close up.
Oh.
Okay, so go 2 lines over. Grab it right there. All right.
Just working our way around that.
Yeah.
We're up. That's great.
There's 6 important rules. They're very important. Rule 1 is if it's red, like these 2 things, and this, it belongs to the pilot. Please let me control it. The only exception to the red rule is right behind here. This is a fire extinguisher. If you need to activate it, you just pull this, let it drop. The fire extinguisher will come out the bottom. Okay? That's the only exception to the red rule. Rule 2 is, and I probably should make it rule 1 because it's the most important. Don't ever, 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 ever get out of the basket unless I touch you on the shoulder and then point to you where I want you to get out. Because if you get out and I'm not aware of it, it changes all the weight and balance. It's not a good thing to do. Rule 3 is you can hang on and hold on to any place that's not red. Up here, up here. There's rope handles here, here, there, there. Okay. If Shelly was in here, I'd be holding on to Shelly. Okay. Rule 4 is these valves right here, even though they're not red, let me control them. Okay. Rule 5 is power lines are not our friend. If you see power lines, or for that matter, any obstacle, and you don't think I see it, you grab me with both shoulders, and you shake, and point. And rule 6 is, I hope you brought your camera, take lots of pictures, and we're going to be ready to go. Any questions?
What was the name of this balloon again?
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue.
About 3 more times. You're going to go up, you're going to find a wind level that's taking you the direction that you wanted to go. So there's no steering wheel, but you can control the vertical to put yourself in a layer that will take you the direction that you want to go. So we know down on the surface, we got to push kind of this way. Up here, we go up a little higher and we got to push this way. Right now we're tracking this way. So we're going to start diving it in here as soon as we get over 80. We'll dive it in for a final landing down here. Out of the blue, Chase, out of the blue.
This is Chase.
Now come on over here, we'll make this our final landing right here. The basket you're standing in has flown in all of the western states. We've also had the opportunity to fly in Mexico, Bolivia, Israel. We just got invited to go fly in Bogota, Colombia. We've had more opportunities to go places and see things and do things that I'm not sure we would have ever had the ability to experience any other way. Life's pretty darn good. As we come into land, I want you to hold on. Bend your knees slightly. I'll make it as gentle as I possibly can. Okay, this will be a couple of bounces, so just hold on. We've got some pretty good speed. Okay, you ready? Now we'll just try and drag it in. One more bounce. That should about be it right there. Okay, we're down. And that's how you land a balloon.
We want to invite everybody to come out to the event this year out at Antelope Island over the Labor Day weekend. It'll be a lot of fun for families, an all-day event, balloons in the morning, kites in the day, bands in the afternoon. It's over the Labor Day weekend, so come out and join us and have some fun. Thanks.